You are listening to Words with a Mad Coach. I am Mad Coach. I am Mad Coach. I am. I am Mad Coach. I am Mad Coach. I am. You are listening to Words with a Mad Coach.
Mad World, let's take a look at other things you should be paying attention to when it comes to film study. Now, in this video, we want to look at some of the exterior activities going on, things that have nothing to do with the actual fighter that we're studying. Now we're looking at the event that we might be competing on, get a feel for the atmosphere. You know, what is the crowd like? What are the activities involved? And this particular show is from a clip from Fight for It. I think this is 16. I do believe maybe 15. This is 15. And I do believe we have commentary team. We've got big screens. We've got a platform. All these things are important because this is just the beginning and the crowd fills in later on. So the energy gets very, very dynamic. And you want to take that into account when going in. Here I've got some behind the scenes warm up stuff. Make sure, if you can get it, if you can find it, whatever film you're watching, whatever the opponent or whoever the opponent is, if you can find this stuff, is very important. Not to just get a look at your opponent and how they warm up, but everybody on that particular fight card as much as you can. It gives you an idea of the level of the competitors you're working with. It gives you an idea of the interaction between coaches, fighters, the staff, the commission. Pay attention to the energy levels. Like I said, a lot of what you're seeing here, a lot of these guys are the kickboxers, so they're warming up during the kickboxing portion of the card. But there are a few MMA fighters starting to get ready too, which is, about 4 hours out. So they're just going over last minute preps. Nothing too hard, nothing too serious. Just, doing some last minute touch-ups, especially for things that they probably not refined in the gym. So they're just, going through last minute reminders. In this situation right here, this is Isaiah King. He's got that's his cameraman. He has his own cameraman, and he's trying to find a way to get him behind the scenes so he can do some filming for the team or whatever. And I forget the actual conversation that the commission was having. That's Chris Luter in the blue. He's a member of the commission, and he's giving some directions, some instructions in terms of, if you're going to be back here, this is what you have to do. And it's very important that you get this stuff situated as well, because the last thing you want is to be aggravated before your fight. You want to make sure all this stuff is cleared up and you're not having to deal with it. This is Dewan Owens warming up his fighter. James in the background warming up wrapping up Q's hands. That's the advantage. Another advantage, have multiple coaches if you can. If you've got multiple fighters, you want to have multiple coaches. I have taken as many as 7 to an event, and there's no way that I could corner all 7. So don't put that on your staff or on yourselves, coaches. If you're going to have that many fighters on the card, don't put that on yourself. And like I said, I'm just sharing some of this as a sidebar to film study, because these are some things you do want to make yourself aware of, just in case. And pay attention to like I said, the energy, the tone. That's the biggest thing. I have seen guys in this environment right here panic. You can just tell the emotion here in this particular video. It's really calm and relaxed through all the teams. I'm seeing some interaction with teams that don't know each other, but they're cool. They're bumping into one another. They're cool. It's not that big of a deal. This is Coach Tom Ziegler wrapping hands. His fighter, very calm, very relaxed. And I remember this fight, and he lost the fight by a weird decision where the round ended early. It was like a whole minute and a half, like dismissed from the fight. Another member of the commission, I'm not sure who he is. But again, this is stuff you need to study if you can get your hands on it. Not every promotion is going to have behind the scenes stuff that's on YouTube or anything like that. So what you do is you try to scour the internet, like Facebook, Instagram, for the different teams and athletes that were on the card, and see if there were some fans or some coaches behind the scenes that had some of this, so you can get an idea of what's going on behind the scenes. And even if you can, like, pay attention to the referees sometimes in terms of how they ref. If you have a ref that's quick to stand people up, it's very important in terms of your strategy. So film studies, not just for the actual fight or the actual opponent. Like I said, I wanted to take a sidebar to show you that film study is simply film study. I am Coach Sess. You've had words with the Mad Coach.